Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohamed Sayed. I'm leading cloud for IBM in Middle East and Africa. And I'm from Egypt originally. So we share the same Mediterranean. So if you have any questions, please interrupt me anytime. If there's something that is not clear, so our colleague here, Ali, can explain this. And if there's any questions, I'm here after the presentation, so you can ask me whatever you want, and I will try to answer as I can. If there's a question that I don't know of, I will relay to my colleagues, and we'll get back to you with. So I'm going to share something about soft layer. So before I start this, how many of you heard about soft layer before? Non-IBMers, I'm talking about. Okay, great. So SoftLayer is a company that was born on the web. It's a very successful company that IBM did the acquisition for in 2013. It's a very flexible company that's competing with Amazon, Rackspace, Azure, and everyone. And as an IBMer, I did not know about SoftLayer before the acquisition, same like you. However, when we start to know about it, when we start to understand the functionality and what does SoftLayer do, it's very impressive. So there was a study, worldwide study, that was done for the biggest 100,000 global hosting company and global hosted sites. Out of this 100,000, we found out that SoftLayer is the biggest. They are almost double Amazon, double Rackspace, double anybody else. So if a customer is looking for a robust environment, a real flexible technical environment to host his data on, SoftLayer was #1 by far. This chart is a little bit old. Today, they have more than 24,000 customers worldwide in 13 data centers. And IBM did the acquisition last year. And this year, Jenny Rometty, our CEO, committed for $1.2 billion investment in cloud, and this means we will open additional 15 data centers worldwide. So just to have the same understanding, cloud. Cloud is the big buzzword that started years back, and everybody's talking about cloud. So cloud is on-demand self-service that you need to provision everything yourself. It's for computer power, servers, storage, network, fabrics, firewall, security, anything related to compute power. It's consumption-based, so you use whatever you want, and then you will pay for this afterwards. Usually, the normal cloud model with virtualization, this is not sufficient for all customers, so it doesn't satisfy all your needs. It satisfies only a percentage of your needs. Many of the customers, they require standalone servers, high-intensive I/O requirements, and they need something to be for their own use, for them in their own data center. So this is how SoftLayer came to the picture. SoftLayer, they have very good flexible model. First of all, they have a unified architecture with unified management across bare metal servers, virtual servers, and a private cloud servers. So what does it mean? First of all, for the global 13 data centers, you can have global load balancing between your servers. You can have part of your servers in Netherlands, another part in US, and you can have internal replication between both. You can have a server active in Netherlands and another one active in Singapore, a third one active in US, and all work with the same replication, same technology, and free of charge for our customers, the internal replication. So, first of all, bare metal servers. SoftLayer, you can have your own physical dedicated server on SoftLayer. Same like what you have in your own data center. That's #1. #2, you can have a virtual instance on the cloud of SoftLayer, which means you can have a virtual machine up and running in SoftLayer data center. So you can have either a dedicated server for you with no virtualization, nothing on top of it, or you can have it as a virtual image running on soft layer cloud. This is connected through a triple network. This triple network, it has dedicated management interface just for management, logs, security, monitoring for the events. Another 2 interfaces for provisioning, server-to-server replication, communication between the 2 servers, and 2 interfaces connected to the public network which customers can access from. You can have a SAN storage or an AS storage or an object storage, whatever you want. There is a variety of requirements that you can have for your own customers or for your own applications. And according to your requirements, we can provision the dedicated storage that you want. Or if you need a local storage attached to your own server, this is something we can provision on soft layer, dedicated for your own server, your own use. Nobody else can use it beside you. All of this can be in a private cloud for you and only for you, which means if I'm a customer going to soft layer, this means I can have my own dedicated private cloud in soft layer data center. This private dedicated cloud, I can have standalone servers, virtual servers, object storage, network attached storage, local storage, as if I'm using it in my own local data center. And all of this, including provisioning, including monitoring, is being done through the same management interface, through APIs, so no human intervention. You can do this for your own in the portal. All of this can consist a private cloud for you in soft layer data center. And this is a unique value proposition for soft layer. Nobody else till now is doing the same. Everyone is either talking about a virtual infrastructure, virtual instance, or a standalone servers. But to have the same in the same cloud with variety of operating systems, with variety of hypervisors, this is something dedicated to soft layer until now. With the same way, you can have multiple pods, so you can have multiple customers in the same data center, and they do not share the data between each other because everyone has his own managed infrastructure, his own managed interface. As I said, there's 3 networks in order to guarantee the security and to guarantee the flexibility and availability of our infrastructure. There is the public cloud, 2 interfaces for each server is connected to the public cloud for redundancy, load balancing, high availability. For the management network, there is an interface connected to it. For the MPLS network or the private network for the customers, there's 2 interfaces dedicated to it. And you can connect through VPN, you can connect through load balancing techniques. There is a variety of choices that you can have. So what is soft layer? It's a highly flexible architecture. It's one platform that you can manage your public, private, bare-metal servers. It's an integrated platform that you can work on, variety of operating systems, variety of hypervisors. It's a unified system management through APIs, which means you can have your own functionality to call any API to do whatever you want. And it's technology neutral. It's not biased to any vendor, not to IBM, nobody else. So you can have a lot of choices that you have in the market. If you need hypervisor from Zen Server, Citrix, VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, KVM, anything you want. Operating systems, multiple operating systems, Microsoft, Linux distributions from Red Hat, from SUSE, from OpenStack, everything you want. APIs. A lot of customers and a lot of business partners as well are using soft layer at their backbone. And they are doing all the management through APIs. So you can have your own portal, your own interface, your own network, and you can use soft layer as your backbone. So you can connect to soft layer and you can do all the management functionalities, including provisioning of new images, provisioning of operating systems, provisioning of physical server, requesting new networks, opening tickets, almost everything. So from a management point of view, They have open APIs, more than 1,600 APIs with different functionalities, and each one is already public on the internet. So if you need any information about the APIs for SoftLayer, you can just go to softlayer.com, and there's an API tab. You can see all the information available for everyone in order to write your own functionality. Management can be done through tablets, mobiles, portal, so you can access SoftLayer and manage it whenever you want, wherever you are. Very flexible, very stable, and you can do all the functionalities wherever, whenever you want. And one more thing about the SoftLayer portal, that you can go and configure the services you want by yourself, see all the prices, and if you have any issue, when you start the configuration and you need to understand more about the functionality, or you need to understand more about this specific feature, there is online chat. So you can chat online to an agent, a technical agent, who can start to talk to you and guide you through the menus or guide you through the functionalities. And if you want help, they can give you online. All of this can be done without any intervention from anyone. And it's available 24/7. So, from an infrastructure point of view, we can provide compute power, we can provide storage, we can provide object storage, we can provide different platforms, firewalls, IPSs, IDSs, security scans, middlewares, analytics. There is a variety of offerings on SoftLayer that you can go and configure for your own self and pay with your own credit card, or you can pay through an IBM PO. So you can access SoftLayer, request a trial demo account for 30 days for free. All what you need to have your own credit card just to authenticate, and it's for free for 30 days. After 30 days, it will start to charge your credit card if you don't cancel it. However, if you want to have a PO for your own records, you can contact local IBM in order to have a normal invoicing system to your company. But for now, you can start with your own credit card, request 30 days trial, and you can start work with it for free. There are several customers worldwide that are working with SoftLayer, and we have Citrix, we have Intel, we have multiple customers worldwide. We're talking about 24,000 customers. And one of the key customers who's not mentioned here is WhatsApp. You know, the WhatsApp application on a smartphone, the backbone infrastructure for WhatsApp is based on SoftLayer technology. So today, whenever you are using your WhatsApp application, it goes either to Netherlands, Amsterdam data center, or it goes to Singapore, and you can work from both sides. And WhatsApp actually is one of our key customers because they are using almost every functionality that SoftLayer has, from global load balancing, global replication, different servers worldwide, different operating systems, rapid provisioning, everything. Questions? Okay. So, I'm going to talk about new announcement in 2 minutes. This is a new announcement that we had in IBM. The technology is there. However, there is something we're bringing new to our customers. Most of the customers in Middle East and Africa in general, they like to have their own private cloud in their own data centers. They don't want to have all the data outside their data centers. So what we did as IBM, we have something called the Power Cloud. It's a new cloud technique that you can have the management console for your own private cloud in your own data center, Mr. Customer, and you can start to provision, deprovision, whatever you want on Intel and Unix platform. That's normal for multiple vendors. However, what's new we are bringing here, that the customer from the same interface, same portal, he can manage his own private cloud in his own data center and can manage as well SoftLayer. So for me as a customer, I'm logging to the management interface. I'm just provisioning or deprovisioning virtual machines or whatever images in my local data center, and from the same interface, I'm provisioning images and servers on soft layer as well. So I'm doing both from the same management interface. As we can see here, the user or the administrator will log into the management interface, and he will see that soft layer is just part of the resource pool. So I'm provisioning this server on soft layer, I'm provisioning this server in my data center from the same management interface. Which means if I have web servers, if I have test and development workloads, I can just simply put it in soft layer. If I have billing or heavy application that requires Unix or Intel, I can have it in my own data center. So the Power Cloud is very simple. It can manage both environments, either the Unix, Linux on a Power series or a Unix platform, or you can have it for Linux/Windows environment on an Intel platform, or you can have it for soft layer. Same management interface, same access for everything. So you can access the whole spectrum from the same console to everything. And you can have VPN through the internet to access soft layer, or you can have MPLS to access soft layer via a dedicated network, dedicated private cloud. So you can have both. This hybrid cloud model is the key for the future. Most of our customers are heading to a hybrid cloud model, so they can have the same management interface for both. Thank you, and if you have any questions, I will be here, and my colleague Ali as well is here, so if you have any questions, he can have it in Turkish as well. Thank you.